finally got the DJI Avata 360 after all of this time. I wanted to wait a little bit before getting my hands on this thing because I felt like the launch was a little weird. I didn't like the fact that we did not have any full manual option to fly this thing, but honestly, I've still been dying to try it. And now that we know that this thing is not an Avata 3 and we will not likely get a full manual mode, I just copped the drone only package because I already own the goggles, I already own the motion controller. So I really just want to try this thing out and see what kind of cool perspectives we can get with this new drone. So let's just open the box and see what we got inside of this package. So I'm assuming this would be the controller. The drone is in there. Let's see what it looks like. My first comment would be that this thing is way bigger than the Avata 2. So here's the size of the Avata 2 and here's the size of the 360. The Avata 360 is considerably bigger than the 2, which I'm hoping will mean that we have better stability in high winds or something, because this thing tends to get blown around quite a bit. But yes, I mean, the drone looks great. It's bigger, it is thinner. So let's see that lens. So we do have now this double 360 lens. Double because you got a lens on top and a lens on the bottom, allowing you to shoot 360 footage. Basically, the drone will stitch both cameras to give you like a whole 360 image. But with the press of a button, you can also just shoot in single lens mode and shoot this thing like an FPV drone. DJI is promising us 8K up to 60 frames per second. 8K being like the whole size of the image. So if you export for normal picture, I don't think you're gonna get 8K, probably closer to 2.7K. You do get 10-bit color and D-Log M as well as a standard mode. DJI claims that we can get up to 23 minutes of flight time with this bird. The reality of this is probably more around 18, but we will figure that out. You also have 42 gigabytes of internal storage and an SD card expansion. This thing is compatible with the DJI Goggle 3, the DJI Goggle N3. You can also fly it with the smart controller, which is included in the box. We'll look at it later. And with the FPV Controller 3, which I believe will be my personal favorite way of flying this drone, but we will have to try to be sure. This package comes with only one battery. I might, if I love this drone, get more later. We do not get a carrying case in that drone only package, but let's see what we got. We do get the DJI landing pad, which I'm actually pretty stoked about. I didn't have one. You also get the DJI Smart Controller, which does look pretty good. I was mostly using the original Smart Controller that was coming with the Mavic 2 Pro, but I am excited to upgrade to this and see how this thing performs. I think it feels a little less premium than the original one, but I'm sure this is gonna do the job perfectly, and I'm curious to see how that thing performs as well. We get instructions and a DJI sticker and a bunch of little accessories, and let's see what we got. We're getting extra propellers, we're getting more extra props, and then cloth to clean either your lens, either your smart controller, a little L-shaped screwdriver, and a classic USB-C cable. That's pretty much all you get in this package, and pretty much all I need to go make my opinion about this new quad. And that's pretty much it for this bird. I think the last thing that's left to do is charging this bad boy and taking it out for its first flight. Really excited to try it out. Really excited to see what the post-production workflow looks like as well, the reframing and everything, but we will cover everything in this video. One last thing that I want to check while we're still inside was the noise comparison between both drones. So I'm just going to take off with the Avata 2 inside so we can hear how noisy it is, and then do the same thing with the 360 so we can compare which drone is actually the noisier. All right, so here's the Avata 2. Now you already know what time it is. Let's go fly. All right, so we are outside with the DJI Avata 360. I have only one battery, so I'm realizing hopefully I'm able to showcase everything in just one flight. Basically what I want to do is fly this drone with the 3 different ways that we can actually fly it. So the first one is obviously with the Smart Controller 2, which is the same way that you would fly any GPS drone basically. The second one will be with head tracking using the motion controller. And the third one will be to use the DJI FPV Controller 3, which I'm thinking might be my favorite way of flying it, but we're gonna find out today. So turning on the Smart Controller 2, I'm super excited. I've been waiting a while to try this drone, so here goes nothing. And take off. All right. Let's try to record from the camera. We are now filming. Can I see it? Yes, I can see it. All right, it's quite noisy. Let's try another angle. This is at 134. I should have obstacle avoidance, so I'm feeling pretty protected right now. I can actually see the stitching on the drone as well. And I have to say, being used to fly FPV, it's kind of weird to fly something that can go that fast with the sticks being centered, you know. It's kind of crazy. Let's go down. Oh, I'm scared that I might hit a car or something if somebody comes backward. Okay, I'm getting obstacle notice. Okay, I'm gonna come back. I don't really want to put this in sports mode just quite yet, especially flying it like this. This is definitely not gonna be one of my preferred ways of flying. Okay, I see it. Let's bring this bad boy. Let's try the super wide angle. Wow, this is crazy. All right, let's land it. Okay, this was interesting. I don't know that I'm a big fan of using this controller to fly a drone like that. Technically, the Avata series are made to be going fast, getting some crazy angles. I'm not feeling so confident flying with this. I'd much rather fly with the goggles. So we're gonna turn off this controller, put on the goggles, and try with the motion controller and the head tracking. I'm not flying this too much, to be honest. I use it sometimes for real estate to get some crazy little shots, but I like to fly manual, so even if we do not have full acro on this drone, I think this is gonna be nice. But for now, let's just turn on the goggles. I do have to fly through this review, no pun intended, because we only have one battery, so. Okay, I'm a little nervous to fly this like this, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna activate head tracking. Let's try it. Hopefully we're not crashing it right away. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous about this. So, if I press the trigger, wait, let's go higher. Oh, and I can see, I get like this vision assist thing that shows me above the drone. I like that. And now let's go. Ooh, my God, Max, chill. Okay, so. And so I can turn my head. Oh, this is crazy. So I can turn my head and look all around which is pretty new to me. I have never really done that before. I didn't try the anti-gravity A one, so. Oh wow, this is weird. Let's see how fast I can go. Okay, this is kind of going. And so basically the drone is just going wherever I'm pointing at. That's interesting. And so how do can I switch modes with this? Don't really know how to go to sports mode. All right, and so if I look back, I can still look where I'm going. Again, I feel like this is a little gimmicky, if I'm completely honest. I'm not a huge fan. I don't really understand. I don't feel like as precise. I mean, it pretty much goes wherever I want it to go. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so how precise can we actually be? Oh. All right. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely fun. But I don't feel like I have as much control as I would have with the... Let's go a little faster. Watch out for this. I mean, oof. I mean, it's going, but yeah, I really want to try the FPV controller now. I think this is definitely going to be my preferred method of flying, and it will be the best way for me to actually try the drone properly. So let's land this. Okay, we did not crash it, which is okay. I don't even know how to land it with this. Do I just press this button down again? All right, just look down, I guess. All right, not loving this. I'm not gonna lie, this feels too approximate to me. I really want to be more in control, and this is not it. I'm sure I can probably perfect it and try to use this a little bit more. The head tracking is actually pretty interesting, but I don't know. Okay, so now hopefully we can have fun. I am looking forward to actually try this drone with this. Let's turn on the controller and see how this baby actually flies. Okay, it's working right away. I am recording. Oh, that's weird. Okay, wait. So I'm in normal mode right now, which is technically the mode that I would be using if I was shooting any kind of real estate. Oh, it feels jittery. Oh, I don't know that I like that. Because the reason why I ended up buying this drone is simply because I was really hoping for some kind of a, you know, manual full acro mode, right? But 90% of my work but 90% of my client work that I shoot with the Avata 2, I'm actually not using the full manual mode. I'm flying in normal mode, which is the mode I'm in right now, which the drone feels very, very drifty. And I don't know that I love that. I mean, I actually know that I don't love that. I actually not like this at all, to be very honest with you. But it is flying. But wow, it's drifting so much, crazy, from left to right. I've never felt that before. Okay. Let's get those bikes, hell yeah, okay. Oh my God, brother, I do not love this. This really doesn't feel nearly as good as the Avata 2 in normal mode. And this is quite a disappointment, I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, it's just like kind of like drifting left and right. It doesn't really pivot the way that I would like it to do so. That's maybe because I'm in normal mode. So let's try to switch to sports mode. And let's go grab a shot of the observatory. Let's try the range a little bit as well. Oh, I didn't adjust my flight altitude, so this is where I'm gonna have to stay for now. Really curious to see how the footage looks inside of the computer. Okay, let's fly past the observatory. Cool. Not much connection left. Let's go check out the Hollywood sign. Yeah, I don't know, this thing flies pretty, I don't know, it feels stiff. It really like, it doesn't have any type of, I feel like it's just yawing when I'm turning, and doesn't have any kind of side movement that would make the experience feel like immersive, or the flight feel like you can actually go wherever you want. I can hear that drone screaming in the sky. I am not sure what the red little dots, and I have a message that tells me to be careful, like a caution message. I don't know what that means, so we'll have to check that. Let's get the Hollywood sign a little bit. Getting big lens flares. Maybe we can just try to see if in post we can reframe here and track those cars. Oh, I don't like the way that thing moves. Bro, why is it just flying like that? It's just kind of fucking spinning. I don't know how to explain it. See, I just have to turn like this. I cannot like pitch the drone. Oof, 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 oof. I don't like that. This is weird. This is weird. I'm being like fucking... This thing is going in the trees and everything. This is not flying the way... It's not responsive like I want it to be. It's pretty bad, really. Like, what the fuck? I feel like I'm just like kind of like bouncing left and right. Let's try another mode. I'm scared of crashing it now. Oh, so that's why, because in sports mode there's no obstacle avoidance, so thank God I didn't get into that tree. Okay. See, the drone's going left to right, like it's just like, it's not straight, it's not turning the right way. Oh my God, this is so weird. Okay, we're coming back to home. Press the brake button to cancel. Is it gonna come back good or? Well, let's see if it can actually come back properly. Okay. Well. This is pretty disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping for much, oh my God, I was hoping for much more from this quad. The flight experience is just horrible, my God. Okay, wait, let me land this thing. I'm in sweat. All right, well, this sucked, to be honest with you. I don't really know how else to put it. This is definitely not made to be flown with this. This was a horrible experience. I had no control over the quad. It was really, really bad. I'm thinking DJI really wanted us to fly this drone with the motion controller, because honestly, out of the 3 remotes, that was the best experience that I got, if we can even call it that. I don't think that I'm gonna fly it with the smart controller too. I definitely don't want to risk flying it more with this. I mean, I'm gonna look it up a little bit and see what other people are saying, but like this was really, really not good. So maybe the only way to really fly the Avata 360 is to use the motion controller, but then I didn't feel as much in control as I would be when I'm flying an Avata 2 with the FPV Controller 3. So what is this drone for? Is it just like to get some 360 footage? I mean, I guess like this is what it's marketed as, because then again, like why am I not putting a 360 camera on top of a 5-inch drone, you know, like so I can have like all of the control I want? Because not only this thing doesn't have any full manual mode, but it's really not as nimble and it's not as precise as the Avata 2 in normal mode. So I don't really get it. Like, is the reason, do we have to shoot 360 with this camera? Because, you know, we're gonna be able to get just one shot anyway, because this thing flies like so bad. Like, I'm a little confused about this right now. And I haven't seen reviews of people being pissed about it. And like, honestly, like I'm kind of pissed and I'm wondering if I missed something. Or if I'm just gonna sell this thing back. Because honestly, even for client work, like I'd much rather fly the Avata because at least I have control over it, even in normal mode. This, I did not have enough control. It was just drifting the whole time, turning weird. It's very like kind of jumpy and I don't know, I hated this, guys. I hated this. And I'm usually a pretty positive reviewer, so I'm kind of like, really disappointed right now. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna charge it again, and maybe we'll try another location. I will look at the footage, see if that is any good. This so far feels very gimmicky and definitely a step down from the Avata 2. So if you're thinking of getting into FPV, do not make the mistake of going for this thing. Get an Avata 2, don't get this. And hopefully DJI will give us an Avata 3 sometimes that actually performs, because, man, I'm gutted. This was not good. This was not good.
The next day.
All right, this is day 2 of trying to not give up on the Avata 360. Yesterday was pretty bad. We didn't get the experience that we were looking for really. So there's a couple more things that I want to try. First, the settings, because I'm not a fan of even the footage that we got. I thought was pretty mid, to be honest. So I'm gonna make sure that we shoot 60 frames per second. I also want to try the single lens mode because yesterday we were shooting in the 360 mode, and I'm wondering if the experience is going to be any different when shooting with the single lens. And we're gonna try right away with the FPV controller again. And if we cannot get some smooth flying using this controller, we will try again with the motion controller by DJI and see if we can get a little bit more precise with it. But yes, I'm hoping that my first impression was the wrong one, but we're gonna find out right now. Okay, and we are up. So, oh, it might feel better actually. Let me see. Okay, we got good news. I think this feels much better than yesterday. Okay. It does feel a little less drifty now. Okay, I think that this is better, guys. This is great news. So let me switch to sports mode. And see how this feels. Okay. All right, it feels a little bit better, but it's still not great. Obviously, oh my God, this is so weird. It's jerking left and right. And I believe that this is because we don't have like full stabilization on the gimbal, because it's just stabilized like up and down and there's no horizontal stabilization, which makes it feel a little jerky. But it is better than yesterday. I'm still not in love with it. Not gonna lie. Let's do a lap here. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's less drifty than yesterday for sure. But I'm gonna be honest, it still doesn't fly as good as the Avata 2. Let me bring it back and we're just gonna switch the max altitude. I do feel a little bit more in control than I was yesterday. Well, now I kind of want to try it again with the 360 mode and see how that feels one more time. Because in the end, that's kind of the mode I would use for that drone if I want to get these special shots, but is it even worth it? So let's see. We are up. And let's go see the observatory over there. Okay, so I don't know if I got used to it. It feels a little bit better than yesterday still. We're in sports mode right now. And I'm curious to use the reframe in post and see what kind of shot we can get here. So here's the Griffith Observatory. Very nice. And now in post I should be able to reframe. And I'll show you right now what it looks like. Because right now I'm just flying by, but I can probably turn the camera. And we're gonna go down a little bit. So one thing that I really don't love about this is that I cannot dive. I cannot go okay, I'm losing a little bit of the connection here. Okay, let's just fly by and we'll do a reframe in post here. And cut back down. I would love to be able to dive, but I can't. It just kind of behaves like a GPS drone, really. I cannot tilt the craft forward. It just keep going, and I can just like lose a little bit of attitude, but I cannot pinch the nose down, which is really a shame. Okay, let's be careful. And let's go for a little lap. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't like that. There's no control. There's no control with this mode. It's really, really bad. Let's see if I can just swap the camera. No, I cannot do that in flight. So let me see. We're gonna bring that drone back right now. Let's go back to normal mode and see if I can just go through these things. God, I got a coffee and I'm shaky. Little squirrel here. Yeah, it's breaking. I don't love that at all. This is bad, my God, fucking hell. Not great at all. I'm gonna switch it back to single lens mode and we're gonna go for just a little lap to see how much control we're really getting. And let's try again. So we're now in single mode. There's a little lag when the drone like starts because of the camera twitching or something. I don't love that as well. It's like for half a second I don't really know where I'm going. And this is not great. So now let's do a lap and see if I can pretty much go wherever I want, and if I feel that drifting sensation that we had yesterday. For real estate, you would have to disable the obstacle sensing, otherwise you're not really going to be able to get close to things. I think the aircraft just brakes by itself. See, It just broke by itself right now. Don't love that. Yeah, this is really not what I was hoping it would be. Let me just come back here and then we'll try again with the motion controller because we still have only one pack. See, right now it's just breaking by itself because of the trees. Don't love that if you're an FPV pilot. All right. I don't love the experience with that controller. This is not what it's supposed to do. Like literally, it's not good enough. Let us try a little bit with the motion controller. Okay, I'm gonna activate head tracking. We'll go back in 360. Head tracking is activated. Let's start it. All right. Okay. Okay, and let's go for a little lap here. Okay. All right. Yeah, it feels like a toy with a little bit of power, if that makes sense. It's definitely not as precise as I wish it would be. Okay. Okay. So now let me go up. I'm almost out of battery already, my God. And so when I'm looking down, still shows me where I'm going. I don't love it. I don't love it. I was hoping that... Oh, actually, see, that would be the way to get something that's close to a dive. So you can do it with the motion controller, but not with the FPV remote, which is blowing my mind, really. And can I just switch to sports mode with this? I don't know how to do that. So this is fun to be able to look around like this, but... And so here, if I wanted to dive this way by looking down, I can get those type of shots. Interesting thing happening with the birds. So that could be cool for real estate, but yeah. This is disappointing. I have a feeling that this thing is really, really made to be flown with the motion controller and not with the FPV controller. And as I said yesterday, I don't love flying it with that. I'm really confused about the purpose of this drone, and it is definitely not the worthy successor to the Avata 2. This is something else completely, and I'm sure that in tight environments, using the motion controller, removing the obstacle avoidance, you could get some pretty nice shots. In terms of pure fun, this is really disappointing to me, and I hate to say this. I wanted to love this thing so much. I do think that there's something to do with real estate shots with this drone. using a 360, but again, like the little control that we're getting out of the FPV controller, yeah, I can get these shots with the Avata 2, and I think the quality would even be better, really. So yeah, I don't really know what this is and who this is for. I just know that it is not for me, and I'm so annoyed by this. I would rate this like a 4 out of 10, really, and I will fly it more and, you know, try all of the tracking stuff and everything, but right now I don't trust it enough to just try anything else. I'm kind of scared of like crashing it right away. It doesn't really respond to my inputs the way any of my other drones are responding. I do have the Avata 2 with me. I have an idea of the difference in quality between those two drones, and I can pretty much guarantee that the Avata 2 is going to produce a better picture than this thing. I'm always very enthusiastic about new products and new drones, but I guess I'm used to fly stuff that fly way better than this, and this is just not cutting it for me. And after the second flight, it becomes much clearer. So one thing that we notice is that it does fly a little bit better when you use the single lens mode, but it's still miles away from what the Avata 2 propose in this category. So this is not my jam, unfortunately, and I will try it for a real estate gig, maybe do a few runs like for the next property that I'm shooting, see if I can find some value there. I don't know. I'm just so disappointed, guys. I'm just gonna take a little lap right now with the Avata 2 that I brought with me. We're gonna see how much more fun this other drone is when flown with the FPV controller. Start it, take off. Day and night already. This is day and night. Here I do feel in control. Here I have options to move the drone just better. I don't know how to explain it. This feels so much smoother. Than the 360. So much smoother. All of the inputs that I put on the sticks, the drone responds to it, and the 360 doesn't really do that. And this is so annoying, really. And the beauty about the Avata 2, again, is that I can just, oof, switch it. And now we're manual. And now this thing is going like crazy. And I can do little flips, I can do, you know, like, you can have fun with this drone. You cannot do that with the Avata 360, and this is such a shame. How come? See, now I can pitch the nose down a little bit. This is so much better. So much better. Feels so much better. See, little dive on the cars. I mean, how did they miss? How did they miss with this new drone? I'm so confused. The Avata 2 is such an amazing quad, and this 360 turned out to be so disappointing for me. I was hoping to get a better experience than this flying the 360, and this is definitely not what we got. About the range. Well, this is not the best quad for freestyle, obviously. You want to be careful. I'm kind of used to it, but sometimes it still does like some weird stuff. But look at this, and let's go dive now. And look at this dive. Look how clean it is. Look at the picture. Oh, 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 oh. I'm losing some signal. These drones are quite noisy though, gonna be honest. I can hear it screaming in the background, and I'm pretty far right now. Yep, this is just so much better. No questions asked here. Okay, we're back to normal. And we're just going to land this bad boy now. I think that will be the end of that part of the review. Look at the control. No screaming sensors. No weird stuff happening. The drone is doing what I want it to do. It's slow, it's smooth, it's super nice. And I feel much more confident flying this. Flying this close to people, flying this close to branches, to trees. Like literally could probably take that gap right there. Oh, there's a bunch of spider webs and everything. I'm not gonna do it, but I mean, you could, you know, like really, really easily. Can fly close to things, no problem. Can fly under that tree. Can fly through that tree. Thing that I didn't do earlier. Or can I? Of course I can. Because I can do whatever I want with this drone, and it's not the case with the 360, and I'm so gutted about it. All right, we'll see the difference in footage between those two drones, but I can pretty much already tell that the Avata 2 is gonna be better. This is a big deception. I am not happy at all with that DJI Avata 360. I will stick to my Avata 2. I don't think that I'm gonna use it that much, and I'm probably gonna end up selling it. That kind of sucks. So I think that's it for this review, and let me know guys in the comment what you guys think about that drone and if you actually like flying it, because I don't. So we will give it another try in a different context, but yes, let me know in the comment what you think of the Avata 360. I'm sorry that that was kind of like that kind of review, but I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.